chair, or I'll flog some manners into you. Oh. Right.
Freak. Look at that, just look.
You all right? Your father's dead.
We were on your back, not souls, amateur.
Oh! Ow! Ow!
I'll never come back, you stinking staggies.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get! Piss off.
What? Ringworm?
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Walking into his soul! Leave it to me!
Mistake.
I killed him! Reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can treat each other like the gods ordained. Ages past.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems.
Fuck off, Geralt.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. As for Yennefer,
So you found her? Ha!
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important.
Meaning?
I'm looking... I know she came to Novigrad.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her...
Oh,
Not at all, but I know she came here.
we've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could well, just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. And what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. Get out, pal. Get out, pal. Get out, pal. Get out, pal. Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords. Get out, pal.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Lettenhove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like dandelion.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like dandelion.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what... It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, he also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings. Oh. Here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in...
Zoltan, wait.
And you figure that...
Wonderful.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door. Well, don't just stand there. Read. We might learn something. Get out, pal.
Still here?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off.
Actually, glad you're still here. A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her... Well, seem...
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to...
Truly?
He didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's a fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the Nilf...
He is.
Wouldn't say that. Had a...
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust.
Molly keeps thinking
A baroness within reach, and he settled for it.
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah, guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers,
That's her.
hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice
That's her.
threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Well, nose is too small.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Lights it, you mighty fool.
I had enough of this job.
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's.
Really?
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit. Me! Leave it to me!
Die.
Die, fool!
Covered in blood, all of it.
No need to thank.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or...
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
Woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh, well. I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait. Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out, through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here.
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washer...
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any... I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the...
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as the one in the...
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion...
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Good grief.
What's new, Witcher?
What is it you need, boy?
How you faring?
Greetings.
Oi there.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service?
You, Eliel?
Yes? Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eliel was one of...
Oh, so it's that. Any better?
So you're...
Eliel.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening.
What did you and Dandelion talk about?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact...
Kalkstein's in Novigrad?
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion...
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a...
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the...
I know this is none of my...
Why do I dress up? And I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment?
I managed. Thanks for your help.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a... Greetings.
Glad.
Of course, please.
So long.
That grey mop on your head could use a washing. Make friends with the bathhouse, because what's wafting up here?
Double chase. Mug like that.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. It even sounds. Lout.
Best deal around. One for the price of two.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson. Children, sadly the Ratcatcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honored to welcome a Witcher.
but...
This is grand! You shan't disappoint them. So, who would like to...
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
It means that due to our mutations, we have an overdeveloped libido.
Libido? When a girl likes a witcher, the witcher says, "What'll you give me for killing a monster?" And she says, "Anything you want." So the witcher says, "Heh heh heh. Then you'll give me something you weren't expecting at all." And that's where little witches come from.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is it true witches kill kings?
Don't believe everything they say about witchers.
What about animals? They don't like you. My mum says animals don't like bad folk.
Tomcat ever hiss at you?
You stole many kids. Enough. That is all for today. Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came.
Oh, I'd have rather had the rat catcher.
So please do tell me.
Thanks. That was an ordeal. Think I'd rather face a swarm of neckers than a class of 10-year-olds.
The Ratcatcher had no objections.
Oh yeah? How's he feeling?
He's dead. Bubonic plague, it seems. I didn't want to upset the children. But you wish to speak of Dandelion?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No?
Mold. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you.
Really? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercise, it's true, but I'd be curious to...
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lava bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know. See Dandelion after the...
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He never came back to see me. So I thought...
Thanks for your help.
He's a war veteran.
Hey, he's not like that. Draw it out more. Yeah. No. All right. Drawn out, it says. Bale.
I chased the pansy all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Driving and slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
It sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond of freaks. What do you want?
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits. I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. chosen one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
You're my new instructor? Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Come on.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Guards aren't up to muster. Let me right in. Just had to tell them I was here to teach you swordplay.
I told Father they're a band of imbeciles. But if you're not the instructor, then who exactly are you? Have you come to rob? Kill? Speak!
Neither. So what do you say we stay calm? Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Stop flaunting and fight! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different?
Strange? It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up.
Wonder how the war's going.
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the end. They say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to...
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to...
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher. K-Swex. K-Swex. KSM.
Shut off! We crossed the yard, huh? We will cross.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
Your Greta's got the imagination of a drunk troubadour.
On a clear
She
day,
never
she's
lies
in
about
North Banks from the
serious
city
matters.
wall.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the bloat.
A stallkeeper. Another trustworthy source. Everyone in Novigrad wants others to listen to them. Fantastic tales are the easiest way.
Well, I believe there's something to this. You'll yet see.
Kiss my
Yes.
Oh!
Greetings. What?
This Baronet's Lavalettes villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chamber.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's...
Geralt of Rivia.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information...
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore.
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Latta, known until recently simply as Molly.
Gotta wonder if Molly fell for the nephew or his inheritance.
We cannot know that just yet, but I'd wager she has strong feelings for both.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Latta?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louis...
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
Nice place.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each...
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion.
Yeah. Gray's a good color. Even...
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, the purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute. Know anything about the chest?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanian...
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be farm. Must say, I'm curious how you...
Mostly just try to stay.
What would you say...
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates.
Ha! Splendid! In that case, I shall try. The horse is a saddle.
Riders, ready?
Come on,
Giddy up.
Witcher.
Go, go.
Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air.
The roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost the wreck. That is yours. Ah, look! Lady Latar has just arrived.
Who?
The woman formerly known as Molly. There she stands.
Right. Thanks.
I shall be here for a time. Find me if you'd like to ride back to the city together. Geralt?
Stop staring. I should call the guards.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the black stallion and the grey mare. Keep... Sorry, don't...
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him.
No. Sad. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... congregations. Awful tiring, all this. But... or maybe...
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes.
Oh, that's because I never told him I stopped. Didn't want him to treat me any different.
And your husband has nothing against it?
Course not. Sweetiekins couldn't be happier that Dandelion's raising me sophistication.
Any chance you remember your...
Course. He came
What? Why do you need a barge?
to take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the... Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer.
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks.
Yeah?
Ah, Geralt.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem short.
I'd say the same. And here we are.
Likewise. See ya.
My winter came back from the market with news.
It takes a great deal of
Mysterious
to call a
murders happening
power
in some
salvation.
house.
Your Greta's got the imagination.